Anyway, here we go into the second map and what would seem like potentially the final map of this series, but that might be a little too early to say. We'll have to see what Beyond has got for us on the second one here. Beyond starting on CT side, but ViCi very comfortable on Overpass. It's one of their frequent first map choices.
Yes, sir. Well, Beyond, they've got control of short water at the moment. Bit of a head stack there early on as they start to scurry around this B bomb site and get back into a position. STK going back up to A as ViCi leisurely stroll in the park, literally, as they make their way up through party towards long A, perhaps.
Few little love taps there from Orman onto the feet of QQ.
Irols is pushing him from short tunnel as well. Orman doesn't have any armor here, and surely that's a utility set just dropped on the ground there.
ViCi going to try and speed things up into the dirty water, but Jamyoung out onto long. Olivia's whiffed them all, and Jamyoung turns that fight in his favor. 3 on 4, he's quickly into the A bomb site. Not surprising to see him push through that smoke as well to really just pressure STK off from the site and allow the rest of ViCi to get on there, get that bomb plant down. Advent's going to have to turn his attention to the bottom of bathrooms, and so too will Jamyoung. It's just Kaze on the side here, but with a Glock at this close range, you know what kind of damage he could do. Doesn't quite flick around in time to deal with STK. Jamyoung does have a favorable plant for him, but he needs to hit heads. He's looking for him, and he hit all the wrong ones. Unfortunately, STK was the one that was on the defuse, and it is Beyond that are going to pick that round up.
Should have held on to that armor there. You could have seen him force buy or something and try to go straight for the AK. Instead, they are going to go straight for the force ViCi. You'd see them buying up there. Probably bomb plant, couple kills, go for some gills and armor, maybe drop an AK. Could definitely be difficult for Beyond to deal with heading into this next round. And here we go. UMP and armor. Orman's kept $500 in the bank, which is interesting. Then we got some Galil armors, AK and armor on Jamyoung, Advent, full utility. It's a scary buy. Beyond over on the other side, going for those MP7s again. Only team that I've seen really go for those. Olivia's in connected with the MP9 all on his lonesome. This could be a very important duel between Orman and Olivia.
Orman just about wins it, but not quite, and STK gets the better of Jamyoung as well. Starts to fall apart a little bit for ViCi on this force bias. STK, he triples up, and this will be a quad for him as well. Kaze can't do anything against the USP on 11 HP, and that is nice.
That is the kind of aim that we know some of these Thai riflers are capable of. It's just about how many times they're being allowed to use it, because that's the problem playing against ViCi. Sometimes you've just got some kind of crazy execute coming in and hitting you, or you're getting shot in the side, or getting sort of outplayed rather than out-aimed. I want to see more of that from Beyond. You know, I was getting excited on Train. There was a couple of nice rounds on the T side where I was like, okay, maybe they can get going here. And then they got 16-8'd, so I'm going to reserve my energy. But if STK keeps multi-fragging like that, then I'm probably going to start to get a little excited, Jordan.
Yeah, it will be quite tough, I'd say, for ViCi if that is to continue. Just pistols in this one, though, for ViCi, so let's not get too excited about this round. Not just yet. Remember, you did say you're going to do an interview in Thai if you do win this one.
I never said that.
So you're probably cheering for ViCi at this point, who are actually doing a pretty good job with just the pistols.
That was a pretty ambitious angle from STK. He really shouldn't be out on his own there in the middle of nowhere. He's given over a couple of weapons to ViCi. You really don't want to be losing an anti-eco. Beyond the main man in position to be able to deal with this B site push is Myrolls, who's in a forward position, covering off that monster push as well as anyone coming out of connector should they pop that door open. The rest of Beyond stacked up on this A side together, and actually that's where ViCi will be heading, deciding not to go back towards B.
I mean, the benefit here, at least for Beyond, is that there is absolutely no armor for ViCi. You know, if Zoking has a bit of armor here, even if it's lacking head armor, you still give him a bit of a chance. It looks more threatening, but
There's some good flashes though.
MP7
Could make
for
the difference.
KNTZ. Let's see what he can do as he smashes away Jam Young. QQ also catches Zoking, and yeah, you just can't do anything running into that side, unfortunately for ViCi.
KNTZ's just missed out on that M4.
Not ideal, but not the end of the world.
A little unfortunate. Now ViCi into another buy round, making that one reasonably expensive for Beyond. But they still do have some cash on KNTZ, Myrolls, QQ. Olivia's got the AWP. He's someone that's been pretty much non-existent, which is very uncharacteristic. He's been one of the strongest Thai region players for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And he just really has had quite a poor tournament. So, I mean, Overpass, it's a map where on the CT side as an AWP player, you can really start to take over, take some peaks and exert your dominance on the T side team. And that is exactly what I'm looking for Olivia to do. Tactical timeout for ViCi.
Wow, you don't see many of those often. Does ViCi have a coach? I think they do actually at the moment.
Yeah, actually a lot of these teams do have coaches that we're just not very familiar with.
You think with the money that's involved in Chinese Counter-Strike that they would have enough to throw around for a decent coach?
Well, yeah, the problem is finding a decent coach who speaks Chinese. But, you know, that's just us as casters, you know. We don't know any of these, you know, people in the Chinese scene, so maybe there is plenty of people who can fill that kind of role. You never know.
Looks like it'll be aggression actually out from Beyond here as they start to lurk through the monster tunnel. A pop flash and Kaze's completely blind. Almost a master stroke for Beyond, but they do end up getting traded down. Orman's going to continue to push through that smoke, and KNTZ with the MP7 has found himself a couple of kills and upgrades to the M4, I should say.
Now STK rotating back over to this A side of the map where Olivia was left solo with the AWP. I'd say that's gone very well for Beyond. Some aggression. They get in the face of ViCi. They start to be disruptive, get that man advantage, but it's not out of the realms of possibility that Zoking in his current form can just turn this round around. STK walking out and giving the man advantage back. Even stakes between them and ViCi. Now it's all on Olivia trying to hold from Bank.
Oh, you had some words about Olivia just before. He does miss that one. A relatively straightforward shot for him.
Oh, he's tagged Jam Young through the truck, so a little bit of damage.
Yeah. No tag on the bomb planter. Not that time either. And ViCi do what they set out to. That's get the bomb down, find some good post plants. Without some utility here Beyond, it's going to be a really tough retake. They have got a kit, but there's no smoke, only one flash. Time's really running out, and they haven't even gotten into the bomb site yet, which means they're not going to be left with very much time to clear out the bathrooms, to clear out long. And now you can see that counter utility from ViCi. It just makes life way too easy. That was a really, really easy one to predict because ViCi just had every card in their back pocket and Beyond had absolutely nothing. They needed to pull the ace out of their sleeve.
I mean, it's a 4-on-3 situation. It's a nice early round play for Beyond, but where's the mid to late round? You know, STK just literally gives them a freebie walking out into short A. And then what is it? They just walk onto the A bomb site, put the bomb down, and then one flash in the late round. That's all it takes for ViCi to be able to turn it around. One flashbang and a double peak. Beyond going to put another buy here together. See if they can make amends for how that 4v3 went in the last round.
Another smoke goes down on the monster tunnel for Beyond, and so I'm sure that Orman will be prepared this time if Beyond were to walk through that. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this time. Not really posturing for it. More of a defensive setup. Beyond on B. ViCi, in the meanwhile, will take the opportunity to explore long. Start having a look into bathrooms as well. That's a nice molly.
ViCi going to regroup back towards this B side of the map. Irol's have really been struggling to hold down this B site with KNTZ yesterday against Lucid. Nice smoke timing on towards Monster. That might help them out this time around, but there's no one to assist them on this side of the map. The rest of Beyond are aggressive towards Toilet. QQ gathering some information. It's a push into long A. But where's the rotation? It's going to be too late, Jordan.
Irels needs to get some damage here, and he does, probably with the nade. Only the one kill, but KNTZ can't get anything. Jam Young on 4 HP, has dispatched of 2. And ViCi barrel their way into the bomb site just in time to get the plant down. K from short water. Oh, Orman. You can't deal with that at all, Beyond. You just cannot. And Olivia has nothing to do but to save the AWP right now.
Same start to the game as last time, Jordan. You know, some good opening rounds from Beyond. They're showing some cute sort of strategies. It was the T side sort of inners push as well as that outers bomb site attack on Train. This time around, it's a nice little flash push on Monster. They're showing some strokes of brilliance, but ViCi is just light years ahead. It feels like Beyond, they need to take out, they need to, you know, use their pocket strats to get themselves around, whereas ViCi, they're like, okay, well, what have we got? I've got a flashbang, Jam Young's got an AK, you know, it's not ideal, but it should be enough. And then they just, they just roll in and they make do with whatever's happening. It's like ViCi keeping things relatively simple. And to be fair, going back through a lot of their games, that's how they've been winning a lot of these games, you know. It's nothing crazy. They're not throwing full executes a lot of the time. A lot of the time they are just very default sort of counter-strike from them. They get a pick, they react, they call in the mid-round.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Lucid a little bit earlier on, and speaking of them, they did end up losing that first map to Tiger, which went Tiger's way 16-11 on Dust 2. It was Tiger's map choice, and, you know, we expected that to be a pretty close matchup. Bit of a stack here in Bathroom, so we'll see how that pans out. Looks like it should be safely navigated here by ViCi, at least for now. I was going to say, if you're interested in that match, it's over on the B stream, ESL_CSGO B, and that could be the deciding match here for Group A as to who goes through in second place, which is all important because that'll be a spot in the semi-final that's happening tomorrow. Now, ViCi have walked their way into the A-bomb site. No worries at all, really, against that pistol stack. And Orman finishes the last one off. So we're at 3 apiece. It's been actually kind of slow progress, I feel like. You know, I'm looking at this and thinking, man, we're only 6 rounds into Overpass.
Yeah, ViCi's been running the clock down quite a lot on this T side. A lot of these rounds taking quite a while. Another buy here for Beyond. Not a whole lot of utility. So on Overpass, you really want to try to get sort of aggressive in the mid to round. Try to get yourself an early pick. Because if it comes down to ViCi hitting a bomb site in the mid to late round, particularly that B side of the map, and you don't have a smoke or a Molotov to be able to drop at the correct time, it can be quite difficult to hold down some of these hits. Counter flash is pretty important as well. I mean, ViCi, against some of the very, very good teams in Asia, seem to walk into this B bomb site with ease, but Beyond, I mean, all tournament long have been struggling to hold this one.
Indeed, and they're potentially going to struggle to do that again, though Zoking actually not able to convert that kill onto Myrols, continues to spray at the toxic barrels and now runs out of ammo. That gives KNTZ a double kill where he nearly turns it into 3. That was almost huge from KNTZ, and in the end it actually falls onto STKs to do most of the work in holding on the B bomb site late in the round. Orman.
A little bit of a kiss in the smoke.
Doesn't recognize that he's actually run into Olivia there.
I don't think Olivia knows it either.
Oh. Oh! Ooh. Wipe the sweat away from your brow there, Orman. I don't know why he shot so early. He almost gave away his position and died to the AWP, but okay.
All
38 seconds.
This is a good angle for STK, but he's caught in transition. Orman. Monstrous to turn that around for ViCi, and it doesn't seem like it matters what happens in these rounds, Jordan. ViCi's just coming away with all of them.
Yeah. 3 to 4. Beyond have a broken economy now as well, so this is where ViCi probably starts to run away with things a little bit. And Beyond, you know, again, toward the start of Train, they look decent. They seem to have a pretty decent crack at the ViCi roster, but once the ball got rolling for ViCi, it seemed like a pretty foregone conclusion. I wonder if we're at that point again, or if Beyond has something else to show us here on Overpass.
Well, they're going to try and force buy, or sort of half buy, and SDK again. Showing his prowess, his individual skill. This man's aim has been on point. QQ as well, but hasn't really materialized into converting that aim into any kind of success in terms of round counts or wins here so far in Road to Rio, unfortunately. And again, ViCi, keep it simple, stupid. Just start walking into the B bomb site. It's nothing crazy. They just get in there, they throw bodies at things, and seems to be working out. Once again, Zoking, 3K for the man in the San Diego, and they pop that bomb down, Jordan. Nothing, you know, too complex.
As you like to see sometimes from ViCi.
I think as you like to see nowadays in general, if you're going to see quite a good team. I mean, you look at Renegades in our Oceanic region. When was the last time you saw Renegades throw like a full execute, like right off the bat, you know? Very rarely happens. Really rely on some strong mid-rounding, some good utility usage where it's necessary. I think it's pretty similar with ViCi, the way they move through some of these underdog opponents in the Asian region as well. It's nothing, you know, crazy. It's just good fundamentals, good simple Counter-Strike.
Super simple stuff.
But done well.
Keep it simple, stupid. You ever heard of that?
I said that earlier.
Kiss.
Oh. We'll talk about that later, Jordan.
Okay. Sounds good to me. 5 and 3.
Maybe after the show in the ESL shower that you haven't shown me yet.
Oh my god. Don't know about that one, Chief.
I was a chief once, you know.
Chiefs aren't playing in this game.
Haha, XD. Funny jokes.
Anyway, Beyond have scrounged together another buy, and I say scrounged, they've actually got a double AWP. So it's probably one of the most expensive buys you can put together on the CT side, at least that you would want to. But I don't know, I don't think the AWPs have really been actually all that scary for Beyond, not only here against ViCi, but throughout all of Road to Rio. Haven't thought Olivia's been on point. My roles really haven't seen much with the AWP either.
Yeah, those have been sort of the two that have been struggling quite a bit for Beyond so far. SDK. You could see the confidence that he went out there to take that peek with, but you don't peek Jam Young.
Well, Olivia has connected that one onto Zoking, and he knows roughly where Advent is, which will mean he's going to keep an eye here. And Advent kind of greedily actually re-peeking that one after the flash, and Olivia's picked up a couple. KNTZ also gets the better of Jam Young. It's a bit of a weird looking round actually there from ViCi.
But Orman again, as he's been doing on this lurk roll, he's gamed them. Flash pushed him in position to punish this peek on towards ABC, but he's unfortunately not placed his crosshair correctly. Kaze posted on the line.
Oh, he gets the tag there onto my rolls, but not aware that QQ is also watching and waiting from window. 4 to 5, an important one for Beyond to pick back up as it keeps them kind of in this half, at least in the discussion.
Yeah, it's a good reaction, making sure they can't go back towards the B site. It's nice stuff from Beyond, but they haven't got their economy rolling just yet. So they're always sort of teetering on the edge of economic reset, especially when the scores are being traded back this closely.
Oh, Zoking.
Great flash from Allman as well.
Yep.
That's a very standard play.
It is actually. I was just thinking that. I'm like, that's literally like
The most standard thing.
exactly what you want to see from ViCi. You know, Orman flashing, Zoking in, and they get the entry. It's like
here's a part of the map we want to take. 1 + 2 = 3.
Yep.
Again, just flashes into a certain part of the map.
This will be a double peek perhaps from Jam Young and Kaze. Oh,
Only
it's
need one
not
peek.
even going to be needed. Jam Young just to drive by. You see him in the screen, you see him pop up on the scope, and you're like, uh-oh, me dead. He hasn't stopped moving, has he? He's all the way into the A-bomb site.
Full of energy, this guy.
And he's going to keep going.
Look at those stickers. What are those stickers on his AK?
Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Well, he doesn't exactly have any of his own stickers yet.
No, but like, it's like, what is that? Like a smiley face in a Master Chief thing? Master Chief helmet?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, actually.
I've never seen that before.
I've not seen that sticker either. And funnily enough, it was on someone else's gun just there as well.
Yeah, QQ's, I think.
The M4.
I feel like that's kind of beyond like toothy grin. What else can you really do at this point? You know?
Zoking was fully flashed that whole time.
I'm pretty sure he just took his hands off his mouse and keyboard. He was like, okay, fine, you got me.
I'll just die.
Cool, man. Jam Young is musically gifted right now. He's Jam Young, but a few in years he'll be Jam old.
That's what I was saying before.
He just sold Jordan's joke.
Yeah. This guy's just stolen my joke. Honestly.
Get your own material, mate.
That's what I reckon.
Probably just distracted because Olivia's playing again.
Ah, yes. Young Olivia. Pirach. As we are supposed to call him now.
Honestly, I mean, the joke back then was that when he's called Pirach, he's kind of owning people. So maybe he should just change his name again because it's not really going too well for him at the moment.
What's in a name, Pilly?
I don't
What is
know.
in a
Who
name?
would possibly change their name on any kind of social media?
I haven't. Orman walks on into the B site. There's actually not that much weaponry for Beyond, so this is a fairly straightforward round.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Jordan, but they've just they've just walked into the B-bomb site.
Yeah, but they didn't have any guns.
They've just walked into the B-bomb site.
But Beyond
again.
didn't have any guns.
They've just started
Yeah,
again.
but Beyond didn't have any guns.
Okay, watch them do it against guns, Jordan. What happens then?
I don't know.
You've already seen it this half, mate.
They lose.
Negative.
Who loses?
Beyond.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Double AWP. This time it's QQ and Olivia. Myrolls wants a scope of his own.
Sure, give it a go. Why
Yep.
not? Like, it's 7-4, but this is not a 7-4.
No, it's not. I feel like I'm kind of getting Counter-Strike burnout right now. You know? I've watched so much Counter-Strike, it all sort of molds into one. We've just been basically watching one giant map of CS over the last 3 or 4 days.
Jordan,
Yeah, mate.
I would like to ask you
Okay.
what it is that ViCi is about to do.
They're going to walk through a smoke.
They're
in
about
Monster
to
Tunnel.
just go into the B-bomb site.
There is no smoke in Monster Tunnel. They don't even have to walk through it.
One flash. Is there any smokes? Where's the execute?
Nowhere, sir.
There's no execute. There's no smokes.
No, sir.
A handful of flashbangs, some Molotovs, and they have just absolutely dominated Beyond on the B-bomb site.
You're cleared for entry.
Again.
It's almost like you're in podcast mode and you're just describing a funny round from a previous tournament that you
I feel like
casted.
I'm watching a demo. Like I knew how that route. This is a live rerun. That's
It's a
what
live
it is.
rerun, yes.
This is a live rerun. It
Anyone-
must be.
Anyone who wanted to know if this was a live or a rerun, all you need to know is it's a live rerun. Because we've seen it before. Interestingly, in the Katowice qualifiers, it was a 16-3 that went the way of ViCi on Overpass. So Beyond have gone one better than that. But it's sounding like we might end up being in a fairly similar position by the end of this map.
Probably. Another buy here for Beyond. See if they can start to turn their fortunes around. got 4 people on the B-bomb site. So I don't think they want to be losing that one. To be honest though, Jordan, I think if ViCi really put their mind, oh, they're going to push again.
Uh-oh.
Almost ready for it this time though.
Oh, he sees too many. He's like, no, I'm not interested.
And look at the rest of ViCi. They instantly snap around, push up top connector, and start pushing towards Olivia.
Off
Orman,
angle.
he's over near the Rave. Not having a great time over at the Rave.
Oh, neither is Olivia up on the site. He's gotten one onto Zoking, but that is a clean shot indeed from Advent.
Now ViCi's got control of A. Beyond's on the double flank from connector. This could go the way of Beyond. This could actually work.
If STK pushes through the smoke, that'll be problematic. Indeed for Jam Young, who's alone right now. 1 on 4. The young superstar for ViCi. Can he make it happen?
No.
With a couple of good shots, Myrolls. He's down to 17, just luckily dodging the headshot there from Jam Young, and he cannot keep a hold of the round for ViCi, but boy, oh boy. Little bit too close for comfort there.
QQ saved that one for Beyond. Some nice work with the Fammers. Upgrades to the AWP. That's what we want to see more from Beyond. I feel like if they just kind of go through the motions and run a more standard round, it's not going to get them anywhere. So I like to see the aggression from them out that monster tunnel and then just set... They need to set the tone of the round themselves, you know? They can't just let ViCi do whatever it is they want to do. They need to actually be... I know they're on the CT side, but they need to actually get in the face of ViCi and start to make some things happen, because the alternative to that is it's not worked out for them on train, and things are slowly snowballing downhill on Overpass if they take that approach to them.
I'm not sure that ViCi is going to be too keen to slow things down too much more than they have already. In fact, I'm not sure that that's possible. ViCi have really been running down the clock. But this time they're moving a little quicker through the underpass. Not much to control over at long for them, though. STK. He's been cleaned up by Advent. Janitorial duty really there as Zoking rolls around the corner, creams QQ. And you got a feel for Olivia. Again on the site, alone with an AWP. Hides in the smoke, but will be found out by Zoking. And you almost back Zoking to just finish off the rest of Beyond there, but he does fall to KNTZ. Not that it makes much of a difference. And you're asking for a bit of in-your-face, get excited there for Beyond, and in reality, ViCi's the only ones that are getting in anyone's face right now. Indeed, indeed. Fire that man. Can't be plagiarizing material.
I totally agree. So we fired David. Now David's actually our new text guy. Look forward to working with him.
Okay, final round of the half. Not sure that it is going to be a particularly kind one on Beyond. They have barely any utility at all.
They've used all of it already. It's a minute and 20 seconds. Look at Zoking. He's like, oh man, these guys are definitely pushing Monster again. He's traumatized. Woman wants nothing to do with it. Bomb's probably being left in T-spawn, as it's seeming like ViCi are probably just going to go back towards B at the end of the round. QQ's looking for information and Carso's just posted up, which, by the way, he really hasn't had a whole lot to do here on the T side.
No,
that's probably one of the first CTs you've seen, because Zoking's doing... Oh, actually doesn't manage to win that duel, so that's excellently done by Myrolls. Nice little off angle.
Ooh, Orman again. Another decent entry from him. That's actually B site more or less cracked open, but the bomb's not going to be. Or is it?
Just waiting to see what Jam Young can do.
How about that?
Not his best work. I'll give you that, Jordan.
Luckily for ViCi, that's going to more or less ensure that the bomb does head to B, and wow, Orman makes it look way too easy. I think that's the half over.
It's one of those halves, isn't it?
Indeed, and speaking of halves, ViCi only able to score half as many rounds. Beyond, rather, scoring half as many rounds as ViCi in that first half, but I'm sure we'll see a few more from ViCi, at least in the second half. Let's not go too far away, though, because it'll be kicking off right after this.
Back until we're older, we couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Every single line, every single roadblock. We got two hearts that beat in time. And the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your
This might be Beyond's last half of the tournament here in the road to Rio, as ViCi are up 10-5 on their map pick. Let's see if Beyond could turn around their fortunes. They haven't really had too good of a run these last couple of maps. Only in their opening matches, now moving into their last match of the group. You know, it's not like they can really actually qualify through to the next stage, to the playoff stage, which ViCi are pretty much guaranteed for themselves, but you know, we just really haven't seen anything nice from Beyond so far. I mean, 1-14 with the odds.
1.00. So it must be like 001 or 002 or something like that. But geez, my knees. That really goes to show just how one-sided this matchup has been.
As low as you can go.
Pretty much. And look, you're absolutely right. ViCi, definitely coming into this, were considered the better team. But Beyond was a roster that we're sort of quietly confident about or quietly excited about looking long-term. But, you know, maybe it's just another case where it's just never going to eventuate. And
Yeah, not every roster works out.
We'll be a little bit disappointed by that. But either way, hasn't worked here in Road to Rio. They may still be able to make it work further on into the future. I know they qualified for DreamHack Masters Spring, so there is that to sort of think about as well in the future for Beyond. Let's just see how they go against ViCi. And at the very least, for Beyond, this is some nice match practice against one of the best in Asia.
It is. ViCi now moving on to their CT side. Got two sets of utility. Both of them are actually over here towards the A-bomb site, funnily enough. I don't know where the rest of Kaze's money's gone. Maybe he's... Oh, he's probably just thrown that utility at the start of the round, hasn't he? He can throw grenades in. Drops the smoke as this A-hit comes in from beyond.
Wow. Irels and QQ just walk onto the bomb side. It feels like I'm watching ViCi play the T side right now. Kaze gets smashed through the smoke as well. And Orman cops a headshot as well, down to 1 HP. So, not looking too fancy there for ViCi on the CT side pistol.
It's gone rather well for beyond, hasn't it?
Yep.
Myrolls just bonks his head on the roof as he goes in and takes out Orman.
You love it.
Protected by his fringe, of course.
I think that's happened to Tex Guy once or twice, actually. I know that he's a pretty tall fella. Irels. That was low-hanging fruit as well. I feel like we've made a few Myrolls jokes on the broadcast in the past.
You don't have to joke about your weight on the broadcast, Jordan. Come on, man.
Well, if we're talking about Myrolls, there aren't many of them. I've been having a few nice pieces of bread from the bakery over the last few days.
My partner has been baking quite a lot, and she just every night goes, "Hey, you want a brownie?"
Yes.
And I never say no. You just don't ever say no.
No.
And so I have a few more rolls than I started with at the start of 2020. Want to see?
You know what? If you want to see, put a poggers in the chat if you want to see Pilly's rolls. And then we might put a picture on Twitter or something. I don't know.
Orman goes down. Trying to run away back through Monster. Not sure what he was doing in that part of the map. Beyond throwing utility at B, but they just continue this train back towards A. Look at him go. What a marathon. What is this? Iron Man series? I don't know what they call that. It's the one where they swim and then they
the Iron
run,
Man. Yep.
then they bike.
Marathon? No, it's not a marathon, is it? It's a triathlon. Because it's 3 different things. Okay, off we go into the site for Beyond. 20 seconds left. Not a huge amount of time left on the clock there, but Kaze just gets demolished.
That's the Olivia we want to be seeing. The no respect, get in your face, Olivia. I miss the old Olivia. Don't like this new Olivia.
Got quite a few poggers in the chat, by the way, Pilly. So you might be having to take a shirtless pic and put it on Twitter at PilskyCasts after the game.
We'll see.
How many followers are you at?
I don't know. Probably 11 or 12 last I checked. How about you, Jordan? How's your
I
Twitter
just
following
got past 3,000. You're at 515, so 530. And you'll post a shirtless
You're
pic.
trying to get a number out of me. Honestly, Jordan.
I'm just trying to get you to post a shirtless pic on Twitter because I know that would pop off.
I don't think that would pop off at
Bro,
all.
you're jacked.
I'm not. I'm a little thick.
Thick with 2 C's.
Actually, before I got into this relationship that I was in, I was a bit underweight.
Right. That'll happen.
And now that I don't care about my appearance anymore, you know, you settle down, you get a little too comfortable.
Oh well, 10-7 here. ViCi haven't yet gotten this CT side rolling. And it's unlikely to happen in this round either. Deagle in hand for Jam Young, but not a whole lot behind that.
I mean, if you rewind this game,
Yeah.
or you're like, okay, you just cover the result of the last half in this game and you show me how Beyond's playing this T side, I'd be like, okay, maybe they can have a chance at taking this game out. Unfortunately, to do that, you would kind of have to erase the last 5 games that I've watched Beyond play in this tournament.
That's true. It's too little too late, unfortunately. In toward the B site. Big rotation here from Beyond. Taking the scenic route, but they're definitely not taking as long as what ViCi did on their own T side. There is that to take home from this.
Don't think you possibly could. They're really running the clock down, ViCi. Sometimes wonder to myself if some of these good teams practice doing that in some of these officials.
Doing what?
They're like trying to practice when it gets down to that, you know, big pressured round and you got like 20 seconds to go. Whether they just go, well, let's just run down the clock a few times and see, like, particularly in a game like this when you're already 2-0 in the group.
Yep.
Practice out really late round communication. Like,
Maybe.
sure, look, you can do it in scrims and stuff, but it's not the same. That's not the issue.
Okay.
You know, you put a bit of pressure on yourself, an official game.
Could be something we can ask him in an interview.
Yep.
Probably not either of these
I don't
teams.
think we'll be asking Advent.
No.
Jack Squat, mate.
No. Advent's not giving away his secrets, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go. Perfect time. Follow at PilskyCast for shirtless pics, and I do have it on good authority that he's got an OnlyFans in the works as well. See some
Look, all I'm saying
smooth
is
abs.
you can post all the poggers in the chat that you want, but I'm not getting any followers,
Okay.
so therefore no one actually has any desire for this
What about
product.
some Kappa Prides? Come on.
I haven't seen many Kappa Prides in the chat since I last casted with Karath.
I'm seeing a few right now. But what I'm also seeing here is ViCi with a half-decent buy for the first time in this second half.
Look at Advent, though. He's already got a flashbang
Look
out.
at Jam Young. He's like a bunny rabbit. He's bouncing up and down. Now he's standing in fire. Oh! He's actually killed QQ, and I've broken the chair. I've actually broken my chair. How's he managed to do that?
I'll take
Through
it.
the flash.
Advent, he's up behind the smoke here. Orman with the Mac-10 as well is making pretty good work of that, but two more trades come back for Beyond as it comes into a 2-on-2. Bomb's starting to go down. Kaze seeing what he can find through the smoke from heaven. So King up on short. Actually does find the angle onto Olivia, so it's all on KNTZ up on the pillar. Actually catches Kaze as well into a one-on-one. This will be a great round for Beyond to win, and he's done it. KNTZ stepping up here for Beyond. Excellent stuff.
Unbelievable.
Almost as solid as I thought that chair was until Jordan has just ripped off a massive piece of it.
I'm not even joking, by the way.
Oh, this is going on Twitter.
This is the chair, folks. It's broken. I've broken it. Well, it's not obviously not the whole chair. It's part of the chair. I don't know where I'm going to put this.
Oh, no, I've just gotten 4 followers on Twitter, Jordan. I really... Look, guys, can we hold up the piece of the chair, Jordan? I'm about to take a picture.
Oh, we're doing this. It's okay. It's an eco round. There's not much going on right now. Have you ever seen better content than this? I don't know if you have.
Look, guys, there's no promises that you're going to get a picture of me shirtless, but I will take a picture of Elfish Guy breaking the chair.
It's not the first time that we've broken a chair on the broadcast.
Well, maybe you just got... maybe it's your rolls. Haha, my rolls joke.
I specifically brought that chair down as well because it was one of the few that wasn't broken. And now I've really gone and done it. I really don't know what to say. Oh well. It's a big round for Beyond to win that last one, and it's going to put ViCi back to a bit of a weaker buy here. A little bit slower, though, in this one for Beyond, and that could be problematic as we do get into the late round. So King holding close with a pistol. Does seem as though STK should be checking this one out, and he will. It's never really the kind of position that seems to work out, that one in the little cubby hole. Either way, Orman's popping that smoke down late. He's close. Oh, dearie me. This could go horribly wrong, and it just about has. Orman's gotten 3. He won't survive against the shot of Olivia, though. He won't be able to do it himself. And in the end, we are at 10 apiece.
There you go. Picture posted for anyone who's interested. Not even sure how that happened.
Well, Jamyoung got a kill through a flash, and I like almost tried to stand up on my chair, and I just broke it.
Okay, Beyond. 10 apiece. 5 rounds in a row on the T side. A healthy economy. ViCi they're going to be able to buy into this one, but I don't know, it feels like Beyond, they're actually starting to get something going here, Jordan. Maybe they just needed to be pushed to the brink. Maybe they just want one more map here in the Road to Rio.
A little bit of a tech pause here, folks. I guess we were getting a little bit too excited. So it's time to slow things down a little bit. Pilski has gained 6 followers. There you go, 1.17% increase on your original. It's actually not bad, you know, to be honest. Hit your boy up at Pilski Casts. Maybe we can make 10%. What would that be? 51, 52? 52 followers in one day? I've done that before.
I feel like I haven't earned these followers. They're just... look, come on, guys. Think for yourselves. You can't just do whatever Tech Sky tells you to do. You can't just spam poggers in the chat.
Dude, that is literally all the Tech Sky is here for, is to make people spam poggers in the chat. He really engages with the community in that capacity, I think.
I swear if I see one more poggers in the chat, I'm going to lose it.
You're going to just leave. Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't even think about spamming that word. I'm going to ban everyone that spams poggers in the chat.
He'll do it.
I'll
He's
do
got admin on ESL. I've seen it.
Don't make me do it.
He's the moderator. Run.
Run away.
What about... Okay, look, let's
Alright.
negotiate here, Jordan.
Sure.
What about poggies?
Poggies.
Is that okay?
People spam poggies or poggers? God, what is this? I feel like we've been dragged down this rabbit hole by Tech Sky, and we're sort of in a degree of trouble now. We can't quite get out of it ourselves.
I feel like I have to buy Tech Sky a drink at this point.
I can feel your phone vibrating through the desk. Those followers are just rolling in, aren't they?
Oh. Pretty soon I'm going to be posting, you're in the top % of all of our OnlyFans creators. Hashtag blessed. The hand emojis.
You know, you gotta assist that esports wage as well.
That's it. Thank you for the Twitter followers, guys. We are now just 1 follower away from my goal of 560 followers.
Wow.
Oh, we just hit our goal. Wow, we're now only 1 away from my goal of 561 followers. Look at that.
So close, guys. So close.
So close. Oh, there's another one. 562. We're just 1 away from our goal.
Okay. It doesn't stop. Doesn't stop, does it? Anyway, it does look like this tech pause is coming to a conclusion fairly shortly. 10 apiece the scoreline, and actually ViCi haven't really been able to get going at all on this CT side of Overpass. And Money is in a pretty bad spot, but they are going to be able to push a buy through here. I can see the singular AWP for Kaze, the rifles out there for the rest. Hope you guys are enjoying the Road to Rio. It's a really enjoyable event for us actually here in Asia and Oceania in particular. Haven't been able to see too much Counter-Strike in those regions recently, but now that we're back in action, let's keep an eye on ViCi and beyond.
Double Molotovs in towards this party area. There's Olivia spamming away. Can't connect a single shot there. Doesn't give the man advantage to beyond. Cantizy making his way through connector. Clearing it out with that pretty standard molly we see very often. He's starting to step up here for beyond. You'll love to see it. Double nade onto barrel, doesn't get anything, but pretty cute. Nice play. Oh, the orc from Jam Young QQ. Almost getting taken out there. Beyond haven't lost a single player yet. They've taken that short B and connector control. But they're going to have to make a move here pretty soon, Jordan. This clock's starting to tick away. And I'm really keeping an eye on Zoking in the back of bathrooms here. They aren't checking him correctly. This man is definitely sharp enough to be causing you some major problems. Then you've got Kaze right behind him. Some of the highest rated players in the competition so far.
Yep. You're a big fan of the Zoking. And becoming a bigger fan of Zoking the more we watch of ViCi here in Road to Rio. Slow and steady though from Beyond. 19 seconds they have to get into the A bomb site. There's smokes down. Kaze started off nicely, and I'd say he's probably going to get another 1 or 2 here. He might not need to get much more than that though, because Orman and Zoking have finished it off. And where's QQ? He's down on the B site, having a bit of a QQ, a little bit of a cry, because the rest of his team's dead. They're all dead. That's a round to ViCi, and a good one as well.
Well, ViCi did manage to deal with that last nice T-side round from Beyond, but unfortunately, Beyond still has enough money to be able to continue to buy it forward here on the T-side. ViCi, plenty of cash in the bank to continue to buy forward as well. Even if they did lose this next round. Oh, nice boost from Orman. With the AWP, it's a double from ViCi. Bit of a different look. Actually, quite a nice game here for ViCi, Orman.
Yeah, he's been very solid here in Road to Rio.
On 4, Beyond's going to make their way out of top connector, start to take control of toilets. It's actually the double orb up close here in the bathroom. So Kaze's missed his first shot, and Beyond, they're going to immediately try to pounce on this A bomb site.
QQ looking to put the bomb plant down, but Orman... QQ stuck the plant! Unbelievable! That's a free kill for Orman. And it might well be the round here as well for ViCi. KNTZ needs to do it all on his own. Orman is just coming up absolutely massive for ViCi. That's 12 and 10. And ViCi, after that big pause, seem to have really got the ball rolling now.
Yeah, 2 in a row, and that started to break the economy of Beyond, who are going to have to take a single save. They really started to turn this game around. It was 10 and 5 at the half. They got 5 in a row, but now ViCi, like you said, taking that pause, starting to work out a few things. Beyond forced on the singular save. Going to get some deagles, a couple pieces of armor. QQ's just trying to run out Monster by himself. Hasn't gone too well for him.
Indeed. Nor have a couple of these last rounds. It's going to be a run boost here for STK with a deagle, looking for anybody, but there's no one waiting on long. Kaze's having a bit of a quieter one here. He's been one of the top performers for ViCi of recent times. So I'd be honest, I'm actually pretty happy to see players like Orman and Zoking performing as they are right now. It kind of shows you that there is a bit more depth to the roster that ViCi has got here, rather than really relying on Kaze and to a lesser extent, lately Jamyoung as well. As I speak about Kaze, he does finish off STK pretty nicely. He has to be a little wary though, because there's a few more players headed in his direction. Luckily, he's got the backup there of Orman, who is really just terrorizing Beyond right now. And as soon as this smoke fades, Myrolls is going to be in a spot of bother. There we go. 13 is secured for ViCi, and they're well on their way to finishing this map off, and also this series.
3 in a row for them. Closing out that anti-eco, so Beyond, they've got to buy up here. It's not their last chance, as the loss bonus does start to build up for them, but they're definitely running out of rounds where they can start to peg a few back before ViCi do start to close this game out. Healthy economy behind these CTs. Can probably get at least one more by if they do end up losing this round. So Beyond's got their work cut out for them here. Cute little boost up here towards Party. Beyond seem very aware that Kaze's posted up here. Pick their timing nicely. Beyond is starting to move through Fountain towards Toilets.
Boosts on both sides. Looking at different things. Sooner or later, Orman is going to spot out his opposition. And at 26 and 12 right now, you'd bet that he's going to have a pretty good crack at finishing a few of them off. Smoke does go into the bathrooms, but Myrolls actually continues to push on through that. ViCi have 3 up toward the side here. Kaze shotgun AWPs QQ as he walks through the smoke. Orman's still alive, and he's really the danger man right now. And he is a man with a plan. Works his way around behind the default bomb plan spot. Easy kill onto Olivia. Easy kill onto STK. And it's looking like it might end up being an easy round here for ViCi as well. KNTZ falls to Orman. And the man cannot put a foot wrong. 29 frags out of now 24 rounds. He is really, really performing here for ViCi.
Beyond with the loss bonus and the bomb plant, we'll get just enough to be able to buy AK and armor, maybe a handful of grenades. But that's all they're going to have access to here, heading into what could be ViCi putting themselves on match point should they take this next one.
Well, luckily, Beyond are on the T side, which means they can keep buying AKs and weaponry. Kaze does finish off Myrolls. Off to a good start in this round as well, ViCi.
What do you want to be seeing if you're Beyond? Tried to push their way up long, lost an initial player, so they're just going to turn tail and run back towards the big bomb site where QQ's holding some control, but in reality it's just quite a passive position, making sure no CTs are pushing up past Monster Tunnel there. Jam Young and Advent still with a lot of utility. You can see Advent just shouldering back and forth, ready to drop that as soon as Jam Young gets any kind of contact.
You know, I'd bet my bottom dollar that Jam Young could do this himself, and he might as well have. 2 kills already. Insanity Rate does indeed go down. Now the pop flash is humming from Advent, and there goes Olivia. Man, ViCi is looking good right now, and Beyond just do not seem to have an answer for them at all. Advent finishes that final kill off. A nice spray down, and 15's up. That is now a match point for ViCi Gaming.
Looking rock solid on this CT side. Can't do a thing wrong. And Beyond, after a 5-round streak, 5 pegged back immediately by ViCi post-pause, have put Beyond in a situation where can't really put that great of a buy together. You're looking at Galil's AKs with no head armor on QQ and KNTZ. 5 grenades across 5 players. Less than ideal for sure against a team like ViCi who can just beat you with the grenades. You're seeing 4 different incendiaries being thrown down very early on. Some spam in towards Connector, catches SDK a little bit, and Zoking's already pushed up in towards Party. Playground, rather. See the little gap in the wood there under his crosshair. He's waiting just to see a single terrorist push over towards Playground side, but surely he's heard Olivia pushing up on his left. Starts to shuffle back a little.
Oh, bit of information at least, and has actually called, I think, for that extra rotation down to the site. Although it does look like Kaze is going back up to A. Ooh. I
Nice man from Ormond.
He's really feeling it today, isn't he? Everything that Ormond shoots seems to connect. Not a badly timed nade, but does just go a little bit too deep to do much more damage than that tiny tickle onto Olivia. Jam Young, though, he's going to grab a couple. Ormond's managed to hit his 30k. 30k, 30 frags in the round. And Myrolls, he's keeping it alive for the moment for Beyond, but he's on his own, and it wasn't quite a 30k in the round. It was 30 frags for the map for Ormond. But what a great performance from him, and what a great performance from ViCi as they finish off Beyond 16.